Hey guys, welcome back. This is Mohammad Badruddin. Hope you all are doing well. So today I'm going to talk on a very critical topic, that is Log4j vulnerability. So you might have heard about this uh, from social media, news channels, print media, and December 9, 2021 is going to be a nightmare uh, for all of us because this vulnerability, this flaw put hundreds of millions of devices at risk, as you can see here. So before going to this lab today, I'm not going to show you the disclaimer, but yeah, I'm gonna say it. So this video and its contents are only for educational purpose, and I do not support any unethical or illegal act. That's been said, let's jump to the lab. So I created a lab in my home network to actually show you how that vulnerability can be exploited. And between this, you will know how you can mitigate that. So the first thing is, what is Log4j? So in general word or in a nutshell, you can say Log4j is a plugin or a utility that is used by Java platform apps uh, for the logging, right? So suppose that you have a web application that is running on a platform which use Log4j plugin for the logging system, and in the authentication page you make wrong credentials and you got an error that username or password is invalid. Same like that, in the backend side there is log file in which it is written that this is the session ID or something. Parameters can be anything, but uh, that authentication failure is going to written on the log file. Fine. So the problem is this vulnerability exists among us from a long time. Okay, and this vulnerability occur or arises because of the lookup feature is enabled in log4j. You can use JNDI, you can make query. So JNDI is actually Java naming and directory interface. So there are two services, one is naming service and directory service. So naming service, which is used for binding, and it provides a lookup feature. Lookup means in um, general language you can say looking for something, right? So with this you can look for an object, okay, and you can search operation. Second is directory service. So that service allows storing and finding of directory objects. So it provides functionality to operate on the object attributes. Okay, so what hacker should do to exploit that vulnerability, we will see in a minute. So I already set up a lab here, and if I show you here, so our desktop space hyphen u, and my username is admin space hyphen p, that is gonna be the password, and the target IP is 195. So this is actually the target machine on which Apache Solar already running on port number 8984. So if it is running and we go here, so http://192.168.10.195:8984, enter. So yeah, you can see here the Apache Solar is running, and there is bunch of information. So installation directory, log directory. This is the important part. We will see the log in a minute, and Solar home directory, time zone, blah blah blah. Okay. So the important part is here. You can see there is a logging tab. Once you click it, you will find that log4j2 is running here. Let's go and see what we can do to exploit that. Fine. Go back here. So I need three things. The first one is I need to create a payload which I will, as an attacker, I will offer or serve to the target machine. So first of all, let's just do that. So I'm going here. Okay, nano uh, exploit exploit dot java file. Okay, so public class exploit, then static. Fine, so I'm gonna say try. So java dot lang dot runtime dot get runtime, and I'm gonna use exec function, and in that to just test whether the vulnerability is there, or to show you how you can test it, uh, we can use just this command, so that once the exploit is successful, we will find that on the target machine calculator application will be open. Okay, so next part is catch exception e dot print stack trace. Okay, and that's it, we are done. Okay, actually this should be here, this should be here, this should be here. So that seems perfect. Just save it, java c exploit.class file, and this file I'm going to serve to the target. Next thing I'm using the, because I need to make the LDAP query, so I'm using Marshall sec repository from the GitHub. Okay, you can also find it from the GitHub. So the first thing is I need to first maven clean package hyphen the escape test. So let's create the package first. Until the package finish, we can publish the HTTP server. So I'm gonna publish it with Python. So Python 3 space hyphen m http dot server. So the server is running. Just wait for it. Okay, this is also done. So ls space hyphen la target. Once we go inside the target, you will see this file is created. So we need this file. Okay, this package. So clear it, and java space hyphen cp target marshall snapshot all dot jar, then marshall dot jndi, and we are using LDAP reference server. Come on, fine. And I will tell to this LDAP server to uh, there is a resource, and that resource is gonna be 192.168.10.135 colon 8000, because as you can see here, my web server is published on port number 8000. So I'm telling to LDAP server that you have a reference of this. So whenever it get any request for a reference, it will send it to this, and in that reference I'm telling the resource also. So the resource is going to be the exploit. This is the class what we made, exploit.class, right? So just hit enter. If everything successful, we will find here listening, but we did not find that listening. It means not correct, we messed up something. So java space hyphen cp inside target marshall shell sec, okay, dot jar Marshall sec. So we messed up here. Sec JNDI LW. Okay. Still what we messed up again. Dot JNDI. Oh, come on. I cannot make this mistake, but it happens. So LDAP reference, and reference server is this. So as you can see, now the LDAP server is also running and running on port number 1389. So we are ready with the resource, with the LDAP server and with the web server. Now what we need to do is, let's just hit. So I'm gonna say curl, and inside curl http:// and this is gonna be my target IP 195 and the port number which you see here, because that server is published on 8984. So 8984, this could be anything else in the real world scenario. Okay, and if you go and see the path, so you will find SOLR, right? So SOLR, and there is one more directory that is admin, and there is one more directory that is course, and that directory needs actually the parameter I will tell you in a minute, and that parameter is going to be the query, okay, in this format. But we actually need to bypass these special characters, so I'm going to use this, and I'm going to ask the victim to contact this, but sorry, not with HTTP, with JNDI and LDAP, and the LDAP server is going to be the attacker IP, so 135, and this LDAP server is published on 1389 port, which is here, and it is going to see for the resource that is exploit, and done. A simple query. So I'm asking to the target or the victim to go please make LDAP query to this IP, and this IP or this LDAP server is controlled by the attacker. So once this query execute, you will see here a hit from the uh, target, and then this LDAP server is gonna refer that request to the HTTP server which you are running here, and that HTTP server is gonna serve exploit to this. That's it. This is, and all this thing because uh, because the lookup is enabled, that's why this LDAP query is gonna work. If the lookup is not enabled, so this request is gonna see by the application, and once it find that lookup is not enabled, so it is gonna uh, dismiss this request, right? So let's go hit enter, and once we hit enter, calculator application must open here, right? So this is the first one, this is the second one. Hit enter, and you get first request here, second request here, and it seems like it works. And as you can see here, uh, the server make get request, and it is asking for exploit.class, and 200 means it is successfully served. So once we come here, and boom, it means remote code execution is successful. Now you can think, if we can execute commands on the remote target, we can do anything. So we can make some payload for the reverse shell, and even we can get the shell of that server, of that victim, and we will be the whole sole authority of that server. So I'm gonna close this, and uh, gonna create a reverse shell payload. Okay, so Let's come here, and this is the Java file. Okay, so first thing, rm space hyphen rf, and delete the exploit.class because we will create it again, and nano um, exploit.java, come here, and this time I'm going to execute something else, and I'm going to use PowerShell.exe IEX, and I'm going to make new web request. So new hyphen object and net dot web client dot download string, and from where you need to download that string is gonna be again the same web server which the attacker is using. So on port number this, and what payload you are going to serve, that is gonna be rev.ps1. Okay, but where is rev.ps1? We will come that in a minute. Okay, it seems perfect. So I'm going to save that, and Java C exploit.java, and yeah, exploit.class. Now the question is, what is rev.ps1? So I'm going to use uh, a shell from Nishang. This is the PowerShell reverse connection shell. So let's see, um, if I show you ls space hyphen la slash opt Nishang and shells. Okay, so here I need, where is it, TCP, reverse TCP. Yeah, I need this one. So I'm going to copy this slash opt slash Nishang and shells, and I need this one, so paste it here, and I need to copy this here. Now if I say ls space hyphen la, we got this here. Now I want to rename it, so mv and invoke, and just rename it with rev.ps1. Clear ls space hyphen la, and rev.ps1 is here. I need a little change in that file, so nano, and I actually want this part, so I'm gonna copy it and come down, and paste it here. Then if you want to change the port, you can change the port. I'm going to use 9001. Whatever you want, you can use it, and that should be the attacker IP, because this shell is going to be the reverse shell, means that shell will originate from the victim, and victim will offer uh, command shell to the attacker, right? So with this IP, uh, the target will know, okay, I need to open the reverse connection to this IP with this port. Exit, clear, everything seems good, and come back here. Now we need, once the victim machine start the reverse connection, so we must receive that connection here, and for that I'm using netcat NLVP, and the port was 9001. So we are listening. Once the connection is started, we get the shell here. So everything will be same. The payload and the commands, LDAP server, HTTP server, everything is going to be same. So just hit enter, and you see that. Oh my god, we got the shell. You can think how many servers attackers hit. So anything I can do now. Who am I? So I'm admin. Okay. Who am I? Slash priv. So I have these all the privileges, and system info. Uh, so all these. So this is Microsoft Windows 10 Enterprise. This is the build number, multiprocessor, admin, blah, 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 everything we have. So if you want me to actually show you the logs, okay, so the log file, this is the log directory. So inside servers and logs. So we are already in server, just cd logs. And if I show you, so you can see there are few log files are there. Let's try to open this log file. So type solar.log and I will show you what happened. So, okay, type, what was that? solr.log or logs? Yeah, log. So now you can see all the hits here. If I go up, uh, so it started from here. Yeah. So these are the main. Okay. But see here, see the log. So you will find uh, admin and web app null JSON, and you find this. Yeah. See. So one thing, if your server hit by an attacker, or if any attacker try to exploit your server, so you will find something like this in the log file. So if you find something like this in your log file, it means someone tried to exploit, and that another matter, not doesn't matter, it's another matter that hacker exploited successfully or not, but turn off the lookup. See this? That's the problem. So I hope you understand the exploitation process. Now it comes the the main thing, how you can patch that. So it's available actually, Apache Solar log4j2 patch. So you can upgrade your log4j from the current version to the 2.15.0. Okay, and Microsoft response, many resources you will found here. Okay, okay, so the first thing is you need to upgrade your log4j version. Another thing is you need to put, if you are using Linux, so to turn off the lookup feature, you need to put this entry into the solar.in.sh file, or if you are using the Windows, so you need to make this entry. So as you can see here, dlog4j2.format message, no lookups equal to true. So no lookups equal to true means by default it is false. Okay, so let's try to fix that vulnerability, and then we will see if we get the remote code execution or not, or we get the shell or not. So I'm just gonna copy this, come here, go there, D, where is Solar, okay, and go to the bin. Here you will find this file, so you can just open it with Notepad++, and um, set solar opt. Copy this and go here, find, paste, enter, and you can see here where it goes. Come on. Set solar ops equal to solar Java is stack size equal to this. So uh, anywhere you can make this entry. Okay. Anyway, so come here back and set solar opt equal to 2 and paste it here. That seems fine, and just save this file. Okay, now come back here, come back here, 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 and I'm just gonna exit from here and clear this screen. And again, I'm listening on the same port, and again here I'm gonna make connection. It still came. Okay, let's stop and start again. So first thing, stop and start it again. Fine, it's started. Now go back here and exit from here, clear, open that connection again, execute again, and this time we got hit here or not? Uh, yeah, because the lookup is off. So we will not get hit even for the LDAP or for this. So the vulnerability is patched, and that's it. So if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share as much as so uh, people will know more about this vulnerability. And see you in the next video. And maybe I will create the same exploit for Apache or for VMware products, maybe for vCenter or for vCloud if I have enough time. See you in the next video. Bye.